EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present opening round coverage of the PGA Championship.
The season's final major championship is about to get underway here at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Frank, as we look at the field for this PGA Championship, this golf course favors what kind of player?
Good drivers of the golf ball, Rich. The first time they had the event actually at Quail Hollow, when it was a regular tour event, David Toms won, who was one of the straightest drivers of the ball. Rory McIlroy's won twice around here, obviously one of the premier drivers of the golf ball. JB Holmes, we know he's long, but also amazingly straight for that length. Ricky Fowler on a good day is a great driver of the golf ball. That's really what Quail Hollow not only requires, but demands. A little extra. Just smokes it.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back. All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Now to the 11th hole as we pick up with our featured golfer. Frank, what have you seen so far through the early portion of the day from our featured golfer?
A lot of really good, solid play. Nothing outstanding, but, well, a few more good ones might just change our theory on that.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Getting set now over the putt. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Here we are now at the 12th, and Frank, this is a beautiful but dangerous hole, par 4.
It is in a number of ways. The hole bends gently to the right, which you'd think would favor a nice little fade, but the fairway just seems to shrink up. I've seen this fairway missed by so many players. And plus it's yardage, 450 odd. You can't really lay back too far, otherwise you've got too long for your second shot. I tell you, there's long and long. And that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up.
Get down. Lay down.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. It's that sneaky distance.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just a couple of feet.
That's a good par there, Rich.
Here we are at the par 3, 13th hole. It's 210 yards. What does it take here, Frank?
It's one actually where you'd rather be conservative than aggressive here. And the reason why is this green tends to roll off at the back and the front and the middle there. So it's just something that pitches more in the central part of the green is really what's required.
This one has a chance to be close. That's well played, and now a good look at birdie.
Second shot.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Now at -2 for the day. Wow, Frank, this is a really good little par 4, isn't it, the 14th?
It is, and this is where one of those strong three-woods comes in. The last 50 or 60 yards as the ball kicks down and towards the left, and it sounds like an aggressive play, but like a hard three-wood trying to run it down there is actually not a bad play.
Is it drivable?
It is drivable, but it's whether it's worth the risk.
Well, he's on the green, but still plenty of work left. We've got a 25-footer coming up, and it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
There you have it, Frank. First round is complete. What are your thoughts, partner?
Rich, I think anyone inside the current top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly well placed to go on and take this championship.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present second round coverage of the PGA Championship.
That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing.
Rich, now's the time to knuckle down. I know things haven't gone right up to this point, but really, this is where you can still get something out of it. Just give yourself that opportunity. You're good enough.
Beauty of golf, Frank. One good strike comes off the center of the bat, one good result, and you begin to feel differently about things. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he all like?
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Excellent lead for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Down to the par 4 11. Frank, what do you think of this hole?
It's an interesting hole, Rich, and I'm curious to see how aggressive players will play here today. The easy way, obviously, is just hit it down the right side and set up a nice second shot with a short iron. Or the most fun way is to take the big stick out and try and bite off as much of that corner as you choose, but be prepared to pay the price. It should not come off.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Rich, I'm amazed how much the PGA Championship has changed over these last 10 to 15 years. Their choice of venues have really upgraded the championship. It's no longer just the 4th major. In some respects, it's a professional golfers championship now. We have the Masters, we have the US Open, we have the Open Championship, but now we have a setup at the end of the year for the 4th major that allows these guys to showcase their skills. It's not overly tough, it's not overly brutal, it's scoreable, but the thing about it, it's a test.
And it's the only major championship set up by the professional golfers of America. It's a fair setup. The players will tell you that. There's nothing tricky about it. And when you take these majors to the great venues, so often it gives you the great champions. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Trying to stay steady, make a par. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, I think the mark of a good golf course design, changing directions. We go from a right to left hole, now at the 12th, to a left to right hole.
Yeah, there's no 2 holes at Quail Hollow that look the same. And this one's slightly downhill, fairway tilts a little bit to the right, and it's a bit of a sleeper. And plus you add in on top of that 450 yards plus. This is a fairway that has to be hit.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Didn't knock down the flagstick, but he still has a chance.
21 steps, or should I say feet.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the par 3, 13th hole. Frank, this one 210 yards.
Very, very good par 3. This is actually a big green. It's 37 yards deep, but it actually plays small. Has a front right portion, there's a roll-off area in the middle, and there's a roll-off area in the back. So don't be deceived by the size of this green. You better be pitching that tee shot right bang in the middle.
Good looking shot right here.
Rich, it's gone.
In the hole. You do not see that every day. That, folks, is a hole-in-one. Wow. Well, now we come to the really interesting 345-yard par 4 14th. Frank, I'm thinking that if you're leading, you're probably not going to try to drive this and take on the risk with the water on the left. But if you're behind, you have a chance to make up some ground.
Yeah, I have it written in my yardage book, Rich, on this hole. Only good and bad things happen with a driver, nothing in between.
Drivable par 4. Not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present third round coverage of the PGA Championship.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Frank, not surprisingly, Rory McIlroy owns the event record here, 21 under par. That came in 2015. He won by a touchdown by 7 shots. And then we all remember what he did here in 2010.
Yeah, remember the runner-up, which was Patrick Rogers. He shot 14 under, and that's won just about every other championship at this event. So it shows you the magnitude of Rory's victory. An artist needs a canvas, a golfer needs a golf course. For Rory McIlroy, Quail Hollow was the perfect landscape to show his skills.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Right, that birdie will help the cause. Frank, I love a drivable par 4. In the modern power game, it really adds an element of excitement. And here we go at the 350-yard par 4/8.
Well, you're definitely going to love this one then, Rich, because it ticks all the boxes here. There's no water in play, just a few bunkers down the left and the one that protects the right side of the green. And you've got a really narrow green, so plenty of reward with minimal risk.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It'll look rough all the way,
Exactly.
Rich. Really did.
Second shot, good look at the green. Birdie try up next.
Chance for back-to-back.
Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Well, Frank, what do you think of the 9th hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par 4. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. Hole does dogleg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. That is an absolute seed. I mean, he just ripped a bullet down the fairway. Oh my goodness, 375 yards. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now.
Good read, good line, well played.
Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9.
Second shot.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. And getting ready for the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
So they'll tap in. Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Back here at the par 4 11th at Quail Hollow, set to tee off. What's the right game plan here, Frank?
Oh, there's two really. That left bunker off the tee, it's about 265 yards to get it on the fairway, or 308 yards, 310 yards run out there. I've seen players just try and carry the bunker, sort of set up a short iron, and I've seen players like Rory McIlroy just try and blast a driver with a hook on it. Both strategies have worked.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. That's a solid par putt. Good third round, Frank, and a good spot heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of this field, know that your game is good enough too, and a legitimate chance of taking home the trophy come tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to, this moment right now.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present final round coverage of the PGA Championship.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here we are on the back nine now at Quail Hollow, and a good scoring opportunity to kick off the inward nine.
It is, Rich. It's sort of reminiscent of the 10th hole at Valhalla. Remember the challenge, or should I say the charge, that Rory McIlroy started that in that very hole when he made eagle. It's the same opportunity here. Reachable par 5, just under 600 yards. But you really could get off to a great start.
That's in the fairway. Frank, what's the right play here on the 10th?
Favor the left side. Everything will slope towards the right. Just be careful of that grass bunker, sort of front right. The ball will sort of come a long way down to the front edge of the green.
This one has a chance to be close. Well, couldn't have done much better than that, and the eagle is looking very likely now. This is an 11-foot putt.
Just making a mockery of the field now. Another eagle.
Frank, on this backside at Quail Hollow, a player does have a good chance to get off to a good start with that par 5 10th and now relatively short par 4 11th, where a player with a good drive could stick a short iron in their hands.
Yeah, this is one you're going to have to make a decision. You can just play this as a straightforward dogleg left par 4 and hit a 3-wood or a long iron up there and 9-iron or something like that into the green. Or, if you want it, you can try and blast a drive around the corner. I don't know if that's the more prudent play, but it's fun.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This is a good-looking shot. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. And rolls it in. Nice putt. Here we are now at the 12th, and Frank, this is a beautiful but dangerous hole, par 4.
It is in a number of ways. The hole bends gently to the right, which you'd think would favor a nice little fade, but the fairway just seems to shrink up. I've seen this fairway missed by so many good players. And plus its yardage, 450 odd. You can't really lay back too far, otherwise you've got too long for your second shot. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, we always say about Quail Hollow, you have to play with a clear head. You have to be thinking your way around this golf course. So what's the right thought process on this second shot?
Keep the ball in the right section. That front portion there, you can't afford to go long when the flag's there. Conversely, when the flag's in the back, you can't afford to be putting up and over that ridge. So you've got to be flying that ball all the way back there.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Score that a birdie. Now the par 3 13th hole. Frank, this one 210 yards.
Very, very good par 3. This is actually a big green. It's 37 yards deep, but it actually plays small. Has a front right portion, there's a roll-off area in the middle, and there's a roll-off area in the back. So don't be deceived by the size of this green. You better be pitching that tee shot right bang in the middle.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Wow, Frank, this is a really good little par 4, isn't it, the 14th?
It is, and this is where one of those strong 3-woods comes in. The last 50 or 60 yards is the ball kicks down and towards the left, and It sounds like an aggressive play, but like a hard 3-wood trying to run it down there is actually not a bad play.
Is it drivable?
It is drivable, but it's whether it's worth the risk.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. These putts keep the round together.
Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
Now at the par 5, 15th hole, 577 yards. Frank, you remember what Rory McIlroy did here in 2010, that final round, 62?
I certainly do, Rich. That was an amazing run on the second 9. And holes like this, too. He just stood up here with a driver and just obliterated it down there with a nice draw. Took those bunkers out of play and just set up a mid-iron.
Couldn't ask for too much better here. Frank, he could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Playing his third here at the par 5. Birdie try up next. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. At last, we have arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing stretches in all of golf. They call it the Green Mile, 16, 17, and 18 here at Quail Hollow. The 16th is a par 4, 508 yards, Frank.
And this hole was made even more difficult when they pushed that green further left to bring the water more in play with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4. It's strong in every single department.
He moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. And getting ready for the putt. in the heart.
Frank, the 17th here at Quail Hollow. It is all you want.
And a bit more, actually. The only advantage the player has that plays a little bit downhill. But when you look at the lake in front of you, if there's any swirling breeze out there, it just becomes a nightmare trying to choose the right club.
Good-looking shot right here.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
This is a 16-footer.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
This would give him the par.
Just whittling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Now to the finishing hole here at Quail Hollow. Frank, what can we expect?
If there was a name for this hole, Rich, it should be called Narrows. The creek that meanders its way down the left side and actually divides that hole into really half the size of what a normal par 4 should be. That makes it hard. The bunker on the right is your bailout area, just over 290 yards to get past that, and then the narrowest green that still sits up against the lake. This is just a brutal finish.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity
to win the PGA Championship. Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Good roll, solid, that's a par.
Rich, it came down to just a shot or two here or there, but we were treated some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing, and that was earned, well-deserved, beautifully played.